What's going on, guys? Antonio here. Do me a favor, hit that thumbs up for me, and let's get into it. All right, so I had an amazing weekend. Spent some time with my fiance. I'm getting married, just a couple more weeks. Really excited about that, but dinner with friends. But we went out to see. Had to go opening weekend. Guardians of the Galaxy 3. Let me just tell you something. I've seen different reviews, but I wanted to see what other people besides my, because I'm a comic guy, obviously. So I wanted to see what other people were saying. Most of the reviews have been very positive. I saw some of the critics saying that the film maybe is a little too long and he could have cut maybe about 25, 30 minutes in it and all that kind of stuff. Went on Rotten Tomatoes, 82% positive. For the critics review, 82% positive on the critics. The fans gave it 95%. And that's what I was looking for, because you guys remember movies like Captain Marvel, which Captain Marvel is mediocre to me. But the critics were giving it all these glowing reviews, and the fans and a lot of the movie people was like, all the fans are just trolling and just giving it a negative. I saw the film. I did not enjoy it. So I'm not trying to destroy. I want the Marvel movies to be good. So they did show a trailer for The Marvels, Captain Marvel 2. I want to see it because, obviously I want to make a review video about it. So I am going to go see The Marvels, but I didn't like the Miss Marvel miniseries and all that kind of stuff. So like I said, I will be fair. If it's dope, I'll say it's dope. But let me just tell you, Guardians of the Galaxy 3, I thought it was fantastic. And I did see Ant-Man and the Wasp: Quantumania, and I like I said that Ant-Man and the Wasp: Quantumania is probably my favorite of the three Ant-Man movies. But I gotta be honest, I see why some of the reviews are kind of lackluster for that film, and it's not resonating with fans. Guardians of the Galaxy 3, $118 million to top the box office, the international box office. It looks like this movie's going to do boffo box office numbers. It's not going to do Avengers Endgame numbers, but if it does $700-800 million, I think Marvel will be very happy with that. They're looking, I saw some projections that they're going to do at least 350-400 million just in North America, so Canada, US, Mexico, all that. So they're looking at 350-400 million, and then probably another 280 to 300 some odd million in the international markets. I don't know if the movie opened in China. A lot of times I always see that they're trying to get the movie in these Chinese, because you got billion people in China, and if they go to these movies, I get that. So I did not see if the movie had opened in China, but it doesn't have, the good thing was it didn't have anything crazy where I would be like, oh, they're gonna have to take that out for international markets or any of that. That was another, because apparently there was something in Ant-Man, and there was like a same-sex deal in one of the scenes, and it had to be edited out for some of the international markets because they have different laws and whatnot. But I remember it was on screen for like a minute or something, and I just do like I did. It didn't bother, but I honestly don't remember in Guardians of the Galaxy 3 there being any crazy stuff. It was just fun. The jokes landed. The audience, when the theater I was in, the audience seemed to really respond to the material. The soundtrack, oh my God, soundtrack is amazing. That one towards the end, they hit us with the Beastie Boys, "No Sleep Till Brooklyn," and I was like 13 years old again. I remember when that song dropped what was that, License to Ill. And yeah, I was like 12 when that record dropped. And I was like, yeah, License to Ill. Whoo, man. I just, when No Sleep Till Brooklyn came on, there were people in the audience going crazy because that's such a great. But they had the what the song In the Meantime from Space Hog. They had used that in the trailer though, so we could kind of James Gunn and you watch a show like Peacemaker on HBO Max, and James Gunn loves peppering that music in there, and the crazy intro scene for Peacemaker. You could tell where his heart is. He loves that classic music from like the 60s, 70s, 80s. He loves that. I mean, because I think it was he's 57 now. I really enjoyed this movie. I thought it was so strong. And I loved it. It's low key about Rocket. Now you got Chris Pratt back, and well, everybody came back. Matter of fact, if you're going to see Guardians of the Galaxy 3, go on Disney Plus and watch the holiday special, because certain things that they dropped in the holiday special directly lead into Guardians of the Galaxy 3. I don't even want to, there's no spoilers here. I'm not ruining anything. I just enjoyed, this movie was fun. We enjoyed it. A lot of times we'll go see, because we went to see John Wick 4, and a lot of times my old lady, she not into the action movies and comic book movies. She likes some, she don't like others. Matter of fact, me and her, we're rewatching all the Fast and the Furious movies, because Fast X is about to drop, I think on the 19th or something, of this month. So Fast X is about to drop. So she never watched any of the Fast and the Furious movies. So I was like, okay, we got to watch all those. But a lot of times we watch these movies, and she's not into it. Man, she enjoyed this film. And I was like, yeah, we both walked out of the theater with a smile on our face. They had the post-credit scenes. Adam, I can't remember the brother that was it Will Pullard? I'm sorry. But the guy that played Adam Warlock, now I will say, Adam Warlock is one of the strongest characters in the Marvel universe, especially in the comics. So when he shows up, it's normally a level of gravitas. You know it's about to be serious. He don't just pop up in he has been in Spider-Man books, but if he shows up, because Spider-Man's fighting like, street level crime for the most part, and then he became an Avenger, and all of a sudden he's fighting Thanos and whatnot. But when Adam Warlock shows up in a book, something major is about to go down. He was very strong in this, but he's a baby. He's still, remember, he had the birthing chamber. They had the little birthing chamber scene at the end of Guardians of the Galaxy 2. So he's still very inexperienced. He's not the overpowered Adam Warlock that we see in the comic books yet. But he was definitely strong, and I liked what they did with him. Like I said, music was absolutely incredible. I like that we got to spend a lot of time focusing on Rocket Raccoon's backstory. That was some of my favorite stuff. There was some controversy with the actor that played the High Evolutionary, because obviously in the comic books, the High Evolutionary is a white character. They changed this British brother. I can't remember his name. He got some African name. I'm like I said, I don't know his name, but I thought his performance was outstanding. My only criticism of all three of the Guardians of the Galaxy movies is they take major villains and then they just get rid of them. Guardians of the Galaxy 1, we had Ronan the Accuser, and Ronan the Accuser is a character with like over 45, 50 years of history and major storylines, the Fantastic Four and the Avengers and all that, Jack Kirby and all this. And then all of a sudden he's like, okay, they say, the first villain for Guardians of the Galaxy is Ronan the Accuser. He shows up. Obviously, the Guardians do what they do, and he's gone. They bring him back in Captain Marvel in a flag, because that's set like 30 years before. So it was Ronan, but he's like 30 years younger. And I'm sitting there going, so we're not going to get Ronan anymore? I thought, because they looked like they were trying to build up some kind of major intergalactic storyline. And I would like to see characters like him. What was that other character, Annihilus, who hasn't shown up yet, but there's been rumors that they're going to do Annihilus, which I would love. I'd love to see some way for them to bring Thanos back. At least, but Thanos at least got some screen time. They let him eat. You know what I'm saying? You see somebody like Ronan, and he's like, oh, he's grand opening, grand closing. He's out. Second movie, we had the thing with Ego. And, Ego's not Star-Lord's father in the comics and the whole deal. But I like how they did it. It was a good storyline. It worked for what they were doing. But Ego, boom, is still there. And they get him out the paint. And then this third one, the High Evolutionary, I'm sitting here going, so is that all? Because I'm telling you, the dude that played the High Evolutionary, he was so good. I hate to think that we're not going to get to see him again. Now, pretty much every actor in Guardians of the Galaxy, like Dave Bautista said he was done, and Zoe Saldana. Zoe Saldana, she said she was done. Now, she wasn't in the Christmas special. If you saw the Christmas special that's airing on Disney Plus, they did not have Gamora in it at all. And if I'm not mistaken, the reason she was not available for the Christmas special was because she is shooting, which they just dropped some photos of the new thing. She is one of the co-stars of the new, it's called Special Ops Lioness. It's the Taylor Sheridan show. You guys see my Yellowstone video. I'm a big fan of Taylor Sheridan. I love what he does. From Hell or High Water and to the both of the Sicario movies, Yellowstone and Mayor of Kingstown and Tulsa King with Sylvester Stallone. The dude can write, and Zoe Saldana and Nicole Kidman are doing Special Ops Lioness. I am so looking forward to that show dropping. They shot a bunch of it around Maryland, Baltimore area, something like they shot it but I think she was busy shooting that. So she did not appear at all in the Guardians of the Galaxy Christmas special. She's obviously in this though. So she was wrapped and ready to go when they filmed this. So, and some people were hoping for certain things to happen with the Gamora Star-Lord storyline. I think it got a conclusion. It may not be the conclusion that I necessarily wanted, but I felt like I didn't feel bitter by it felt natural the way everything ended. I was really happy with the movie. I thought it was incredible. Actually want to see it again. I thought it was fantastic. But if you went to see Guardians of the Galaxy 3 this weekend, or you're planning on going, if you've liked the movies in the past, get in the comments, let me know what you guys think. I'm out. Thank you for watching. Please like and subscribe, and please check out my podcast at anchor.fm/Ikari Press, or just type in Ikari Press on your favorite streaming platform today.